right, folks, let's look at multiple choice number 6. So this says determine the value of a so that the average rate of change of this function from 0 to a is 9. That is a lot of information. So let's break this down. If I want the average rate of change from 0 to a, it ultimately just means we want the slope there, right? We want the average slope, or really slopes are average rates of change. So ultimately what I want is that difference quotient of f of a minus f of 0 over a minus 0. All right, so average rate of change, it's a difference quotient, it's a slope, all of those things, and the algebra sense are interchangeable. So I want f of a, I want to find f of 0, and then I want to look at a minus 0, and keep in mind this is equal to 9. They're telling us right out the gate this is equal to 9. Solve for a, right? Determine the value of a. Is a 3, 6, 9, or 18? So let's do a couple of things off to the side. Let's find f of a, and let's find f of 0. So if I want f of a, well, f of t is t cubed, so f of a is going to be a cubed, okay? If I want f of 0, that's going to be 0 cubed, but we know that one simplifies to 0. All right, so what I'm going to do is for f of a, I'm going to put in a cubed. For f of 0, I'm going to put in 0. I'm going to simplify this denominator to a minus 0. And then I'm going to solve whatever this equation is, right? I'm going to have some expression over here with a, and I know it's equal to 9. So let's see what this simplifies to. All right, f of a cubed, f of 0, 0, a minus 0, a, that's equal to 9. All right, but we also know a cubed minus 0 is a cubed. So let's keep simplifying. I know a cubed over a is equal to 9. Okay, well, a cubed over a simplifies to a squared. So we know a squared is equal to 9. And then if I take that square root, I would get a was equal to plus or minus 3. All right, oops, let me write that plus or minus a little bit better. And so if I want to determine which value I pick, I mean, I could look at the multiple choice answers. There is no -3 as an option. So I know I'm going to pick +3, but it also says start at 0 and head out to a. And that implies that a is the larger of the two numbers. So I would pick the positive root anyways. So my ultimate answer, a equals 3. If a was equal to 3, then f of 3 minus f of 0 over 3 minus 0 would be 9. And we could test that out if you wanted to see it, right? Is it true? Is f of 3 minus f of 0 over 3 minus 0 equal to 9? It is. We know f of 3 is 27. Let me put all of this aside, right? 27 minus 0 over 3, is that equal to 9? Well, this is 27 over 3, which is equal to 9. 27 over 3 is equal to 9, so that works out. And you could try it with a different number and see it didn't work. Let me just show you a counterexample. Let's say this was f of 6, all right? If we tried f of 6 and said, is that equal to 9, things change a little bit. All right, so if I do f of 6, well, just trust me that 6 cubed is 216, right? And 216 over 6, if I simplify that, right, 216 over 6, this is not equal to 9. 216 over 36, if you crunch it on your calculator, and I can pull my calculator out just so you can take a look at that, just so you can kind of see counter examples. Oops, let me clear that out. If I do 216 over 6, that's equal to 36. It's not equal to 9. So you can see this answer wouldn't work, and I promise if you try 9, that doesn't work, 18 doesn't work. So you could also, now that I'm kind of going on this little tangent, you could plug in all of these options for a and see which one simplified to 9, or you could just do it kind of the algebraic way and solve for a and find out that a is equal to 3, and then that f of a minus f of 0 over a minus 0 would equal 9 so long as a was 3. All right, thanks so much. Bye.